wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Here we will present the final exam assignment for the English for academic purposes course. And the topic is e-government, strength, challenge, and best practices. First, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Faris Rizky Aulia.
My name is Zahira Lydia Balkis Putranto. My name is Anissa Septiana.
Okay, next we are gonna start the presentation now. Enjoy!
First of all, e-government is the use of digital technology by government institutions to provide public services, share information, and communicate with citizens more efficiently. It helps make government work faster, more transparent, and easier for people to access. The strengths of e-government include improved efficiency in handling services, greater transparency because information is easier to obtain, and better accessibility that allows citizens to interact with the government anytime and from anywhere. However, e-government also faces several challenges. Not everyone has equal access to the internet or digital devices, creating the digital divide. There are also cybersecurity risks that can threaten data privacy and system security. In addition, some government institutions may resist changing traditional work methods, and developing digital systems can require significant initial investment. To ensure successful implementation, government needs to create platforms that are easy to use and accessible for all. Strong data protection and cybersecurity measures are essential, along with proper training for government employees and digital literacy programs for the public. A gradual and continuously evaluated approach helps improve the system over time, and it ensures that e-government delivers real benefits to society. Next, the increase in traffic violation poses a particular challenge for the police in carrying out their law enforcement duties, which is served not only as deterrent but also have educational value. One approach used to reduce violation in the imposition of fines by officers. However, in practice, the selection process is often abused by a number of parties, both from the community and officials, for personal gain and in violation of applicable regulation. The prevalence of bribery in the handling of traffic violation will worsen the situation. The situation has prompted the Indonesian National Police to introduce a new system called Electronic Traffic Law Enforcement, or as we call ETLE. ETLE is a traffic law enforcement system that utilizes information technology, whereby cameras are used to record violations directly so that offenders can be punished immediately. The presence of ETLE is a breakthrough for the police in reducing the potential for illegal levies during the enforcement of violations, while also improving the culture of driving discipline in society. In addition, the system also supports the efficiency and effectiveness of police performance. This study focuses on the development, implementation, and design of ETLE as an effort to prevent illegal levies in traffic law enforcement. In general, the development of ETLE demonstrates a commitment to improving traffic safety through the use of the latest technology and adaptable legal regulation. Next, why the topic is important? So, the implementation of ETLE is part of the development of e-government in Indonesia, which is by utilizing communication and information technology to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of the work of the Indonesian National Police Institution. It hopes that this system can encourage more professionals, accountable, transparent police performance, and build institutional integrity. By utilizing information technology optimally, ETLE has the potential to prevent violation not only from the community but also from law enforcement officials, so that it can reduce the risk of abuse of authority and maladministration in handling traffic violations. As a form of law enforcement efforts, the government introduced an electronic traffic law enforcement, or as we call ETLE system. The purpose of this system is to increase the efficiency of traffic supervision, reduce direct contact between officer and offenders, and to reduce the possibility of abuse of authority such as unauthorized changes. The next is The next is the study phase. We choose the ATLE policy in Serang City. So, electronic traffic law enforcement, or as we call ATLE, is an automatic camera-based traffic law enforcement system that detects violation without direct interaction between the public and the authorities. The implementation of ATLE is analyzed using George Edwards III theory that emphasizes four important aspects of policy success: proper and consistent communication, resources that include technology and human resources, disposition or commitment of policy implementers, and bureaucratic structures that have clear SOPs and workflows. Understanding this concept is the basis for assessing the extent to which ATLE has been running effectively in Serang City. The head of the Banten Regional Police Traffic Unit informed that there were several ATLE cameras installed at the several points in the Serang City area. The installation of this camera is focused on locations that are considered prone to violation and accident. The ATLE system has been established in Serang City since April 2021. Several locations of the cameras are on the street. First is Jalan Raya Serang Jakarta in front of exit door of Mall of Serang, and the second is Simpang 4 Kebon Jahe. The third is Jalan Pisang Mas. The fourth is Jalan Samarpecu, and the last is on Jalan Ciceri, Kota Serang.
Okay, next we talk about data or statistic. Based on the number of ATLE cameras is installed, it is still not ideal to take action against traffic violator in the Serang City area. This limitation causes that not all violation vulnerabilities can be optimally monitored. Also, since the implementation of the ATLE policy in the Banten Regional Police Traffic Unit, many traffic violations still occur based on the number of evidence of violations acted on by ATLE each year. As we can see, comparative data on the number of violations in 2023 and 2024. Okay, the high number of traffic violations is one of the main factors for the increase in road accidents. Strict law enforcement without exception to such violation can change the driver's behavior in traffic, thus overall improving safety. Good traffic regulation will not be effective if violations continue without enforcement measures. Therefore, the role of traffic and road users is very important, and strategies in ensuring the effectiveness of traffic regulation, especially in accordance with Law 272, number 22 of 2009 concerning road traffic and transportation. Next, the impact on society and government. The existence of the ATLE electronic traffic law enforcement system has a significant influence on the two main parties, namely the government and the community. For the public, ATLE serves as a means to prevent traffic violations by creating a more open enforcement mechanism and minimizing direct contact between violators and police officers. This step is expected to increase the understanding of public law while encouraging the culture of discipline in traffic, considering that evidence of violation is automatically recorded through cameras so as to reduce the possibility of unfair practice such as illegal levies often encountered in conventional ticketing system. For the government, ATLE contributes to increasing the effectiveness and efficiency of law enforcement in the traffic sector by using digital technologies such as ANPR, automatic number plate recognition cameras, and automatic vehicle identification system. The action process can be carried out without having to stop the vehicle directly, so that officials can concentrate more on more strategies surveillance tests. The system also strengthens the accountability of law enforcement against objective digital evidence, as well as speeding up the administrative procedures of fines, ranges from verification to payment. However, other studies have revealed that there are still various challenges in the implementation of ATLE, such as the lack of optimally in socialization to the community, as well as technical difficulties that result in some residents receiving unsuitable tickets. Example, violation recorded on their vehicle, but not currently in active use. This condition also affect negative perception of the ATLE system among some communities. In general, the ATLE system has the potential to become a strategic tool in strengthening modern traffic governance. However, to achieve maximum benefits for the community and the government, it is necessary to strengthen support regulation, increase human research capacity, and systematic and sustainable public education programs.
Okay, next is concepts and solutions. Some obstacles to the implementation of the e-tilang system include: first, the amount of fines taxed in the e-tilang system may vary between regions as it is determined by local courts, where judges have irrevocable prerogative powers. Second, there are still many violators who do not fully understand the applicable e-til payment procedures. Third, limitations of human resource such as capabilities at the regional police level in mastering technology, especially the use of e-tilang applications. Okay, the next is solution in implementing e-tilang. First, to resolve differences in the amount of fines between regions, a maximum nominal fine limit is set for each traffic violation through the e-ticket system. Overpayment of fines will be returned to violators through the nearest Bank BRI branch. Violators are also not required to attend court hearings because the payment process has been done through the bank, while reducing the potential for malpractice in the court environment. Second, evidence seized by the police can be immediately resolved by violators as an effort to simplify the service without having to go through a long line at the prosecutor's office. Third, the National Police Traffic Corps actively conducts socialization in various regions of Indonesia to ensure public understanding of e-tilang procedures. Fourth, in order to improve the technical competency of officers, special training is held for police personnel who have not fully mastered the technology, so they are able to more effectively handle the process of implementing e-tilang. Okay, the next is the benefits of e-tilang implementation as a practice in e-government. The implementation of electronic traffic law enforcement, ETLE as a form of implementing e-government in Indonesia provides various important advantages in the implementation of public service. First, ETLE creates high efficiency and accuracy in traffic law enforcement. Violation detection takes place automatically through cameras and license plate recognition technology, eliminating the need for direct interaction between officers and riders. This reduces the factor of human error and speeds up legal proceedings. Second, this system significantly minimizes the space for illegal levies or pungli that often color manual tickets. Any evidence of violation is digitally recorded and integrated with the police database, creating stronger transparency and accountability. A third advantage is its ability to raise public legal awareness. The presence of constant and unexpected supervision makes road users more aware of the consequences of violations, thus encouraging a sustainable culture of traffic discipline. Another advantage lies in simplifying administration. Infringement data is accessible online to the public and is processed in an integrated manner with the payment and justice system. Reflecting the core principle of efficient and technology-based e-government, overall, Atlan not only strengthens digital law enforcement, but also strengthens the quality of public service by providing data that is objective, transparent, and accountable to the public and the government. Okay, the next is conclusion and recommendation. Overall, the implementation of e-government shows that digital systems have significantly improved the efficiency, transparency, and accessibility of public service. The use of technologies such as Atlan demonstrates how automation can reduce human error, minimize opportunities for misconduct, and increase public compliance. However, several factors still limit optimal implementation, including unequal internet access, cybersecurity risks, and varying levels of digital literacy among citizens and government staff. These issues highlight the need for continuous development so e-government can operate more effectively and reach all segments of society. Next the recommendation is a good overall recommendation for e-government is to keep improving digital service so they remain efficient, transparent, and easy to access, while also addressing key challenges like limited internet access, cybersecurity risks, and organizational readiness. Government should apply best practice consistently by creating user-friendly platforms, strengthening data protection, and providing digital training for both staff and citizens. With these combined steps, e-government can run more effectively and benefit the public more widely.
So that's our presentation. Thank you for your attention and for watching.
See you.
Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.